Hey, you guys, Laura here, and I'm here with some tips to help you stay on your fitness or wellness routine while you are traveling. I am here to help you stay consistent with your fitness routine, your nutrition routine, and just an overall wellness routine while you are traveling, while you are on vacation. Because for me, fitness, nutrition, it's a lifestyle. It's not just something that I do when it's convenient, especially coming from the background of having had hip surgery and having had injuries. I know that the more consistent I am with my fitness, it's going to help me feel better ultimately while I'm traveling and while I'm on vacation. So that's why I'm such a big proponent for it. So here are some easy tips to follow. And you guys, really, I promise that they're not that hard. The first one is going to seem like super intuitive because it kind of is, is bring your workout clothes. I cannot tell you how many times I have gone on a vacation or on a trip with friends or family, and they just thought that they wouldn't have time to work out. So they didn't pack any workout clothes or they didn't pack workout shoes or anything like that. And you guys never know when pockets of time are going to appear, but most importantly, you can make time. I bet you if there is one person on that trip that's going to work out with you or also plans to work out, it will make you more motivated to do your workout. And you're going to be kicking yourself in your fanny if you're like, man, I wish I would have brought my shoes or my clothes or whatever it is. I remember when I went to a bachelorette party in Austin, and I was the only one that brought workout clothes. I know, bachelorette party, but sticking to what I preach, staying consistent with my routine. And two, maybe three of the girls were like, man, if I knew someone else was going to be working out on this trip, I would have brought my own. So, number one, bring your clothes. And I find that it's a little bit easier to know what to pack for your workout clothes when you know what you're going to be doing for your workout, or you know a little bit about what the weather is going to be like where you're going. We're going to Joshua Tree for our engagement photos. By the time you see this video, they'll already have been done. If you're on my Instagram, go ahead and check them out because I'm sure that I'm spamming them all over my stories and on my feed. But we're having those pictures done in Joshua Tree, and I know that it is hot there. So I'm going to be packing some of my biker shorts. I will bring one outfit that has longer leggings because I'm going to be doing a cardio day, but I'm keeping in mind what the weather is going to be like, how I want to feel, which is comfortable. So I'm going to dress appropriately to the weather because I don't know if there's going to be air conditioning there. Just saying. So know what you are going to be doing for your workouts. For me, it makes it so much easier to follow a routine because I have a program set in place already. So a lot of you know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, I follow a program that already sets my workout routines anywhere between 6 to 12 weeks, depending on what goals I'm trying to reach at that point in time. So I have my workout schedule planned out, not like indefinitely, but like I said, for those 6 to 12 weeks, making it easier for me to know what kind of moves I'm going to be doing for Friday, which is the day of our engagement shoot. So Friday, we're going to be doing Pilates, which is perfect for the day of the photo shoot because I can still get my workout on. I'm going to be able to get some nice tone still in my arms and whatever outfits I'm going to be wearing for the shoot, but I'm not going to be like needing to like wash my hair or anything like that, which I'm going to have done the day before. So it's just like the perfect workout for the day of the shoot. And then I'm going to be doing cardio day, and I also have leg day while I'm out. And I know what you're thinking. Leg day without weights, you can totally still get a great workout utilizing your own body weight. And also, there are a lot of props out there to make leg day challenging. And we'll talk about the props that you can take that are travel friendly in just a moment. But let's kind of rewind. So far we have make sure you bring your workout clothes, know what your plan is in terms of your workouts, because it'll make it so much easier to get started. For me too, they're streamable. They're on my computer. It's super easy to access them. I also, see a coach for my own workouts. And so it makes it easier when I don't have to plan it out for myself on the spot, because then that's just like an extra hurdle that you have to overcome. And one of the other reasons that I really enjoy working with a coach. So that also brings me to point number 3, which is schedule in time for the workouts. And it sounds really silly, but when you set a time, you make an appointment with yourself, you're going to be so much more likely to stick to that routine. So for example, when Colin and I were traveling around Thailand, we were kind of like more incorporating adventure type stuff to do, like zip lining, kayaking, wanting to tour around, the town or the cultural artifacts and things like that. We would look at what we were doing the next day and schedule when we were going to be doing our workouts, whether it would be appropriate to do it in the morning, which is what I recommend, or whether we could do it in the evening. And so when we set that appointment with ourselves, it was way more likely for us to do those workouts. I think the only time that we didn't do a workout was, I can't even think of one of the days that we didn't do a workout, because we still even did them on our kayaking days or our snorkeling days or whatnot. Because like I said, the best way to keep, I think, injuries at bay is consistency with your workouts. That is the way that I have been able to diminish the pain in my body, in my hip, in my back, or, I've sprained ankles over the years as well. The consistency with keeping my body strong and healthy has really helped me. And that's why I'm such a proponent of consistency with you. Of course, it's totally okay to miss a day here or there. I try to recommend my clients to never skip more than 2 days in a row, because then it kind of slips into a little bit of a habit. And tip number 4 for staying consistent with your routine is invite a family or a friend to do the workout with you. Colin and I, we always do our workouts together when we're traveling. At home, it can be hit or miss. More recently, we've been working out together because we're on team sweating for the wedding over here. But, we're not always following the same workout routine. And so we're not always working out at the same time. But when we're traveling, we do try to work out together because we're holding ourselves accountable. So if you can find a friend or a family member to join in on the fun with you, I bet you that you'll be way more consistent with it as well. All right, so now let's talk about some really travel-friendly props or workout materials that you can bring with you that really do not take up that much space in your luggage. Check it out with me. So here I have my assortment of tools that I usually take with me to travel. Sometimes I take all of them. Sometimes I just take a handful of them. It kind of just depends on what I'm going to be doing for my work. Remember, like I said, I know what I'm going to be doing for my workouts before I even leave on my trip. If I were going on a 2-week trip, like to Thailand, for example, I would have those 2 weeks of workouts already planned out, and I would know what materials I needed for the workout. That is another reason why I enjoy having a set program to follow, because it's gonna not only progress you incrementally to the goals that you have, but it just kind of gives you more knowledge, more information, more power to stay consistent with it and to make it easier in a way. So anyways, we're talking about travel-friendly props. So the workouts that I'm going to be doing, I'm actually not going to be needing to take any props. I might take some of these loops with me to make leg day a little bit harder. So these are resistance band loops. You can get them in this kind of like rubbery kind of material. I know that there's some fabric material out there. I am not so much of a fan of them just because I feel like they aren't as versatile. These I can use for upper body as well as lower body, and I feel like those fabric ones, like you can really only use them for your legs. And I know that it makes it more comfortable because they're not sliding around, but I prefer these I don't know if they're latex, what material they are, but I prefer this material. I use, I'll link in the bottom below what brand I use, which ones I prefer, because I do think that it makes a difference. I tried to go the cheapy route before, and they're just cheapy. I have no better way to say that except for that. So these bands, you can use them for leg day. Like I said, you can also use them if you were going to be doing arms. And there's different ways to do that. And I can do a tutorial on that if you would like to. Leave a comment if that's something you're interested in. So something super small, you can just lay it in your suitcase, put it in your carry-on. So easy to bring with you. Another thing that I like for arm day, not so much leg day. I mean, if you were doing a compound movement that had an upper body and a lower body, maybe you could use this, but mostly for upper body, I like these resistance bands that have a handle. So depending on the thickness of the tubing, that will decrease or increase the difficulty. And there's different ways that you can stand on it, lay on it, and things like that also will make it tauter to make it harder. So these are another things that I like to take with me. I took these with me to, not to Thailand because a lot of the places that we stayed at had gyms in them. But when we went to Guatemala, I took these with me because I was not going to have access to a gym, and such a lifesaver. And once again, doesn't really take that much space in your suitcase or in your carry-on. So these tubing resistance loops, love them. Also, glider discs. These ones, such a fan. Not available on Amazon. If you want these ones that I have, let me know and I can send you more info on where I got them. But these ones have been my favorite. I did get another, reaching over here, I have another pair that I did get off of Amazon, and you can see that it's so much smaller. I know that Colin and I have smaller feet than Colin, but even I was having an issue with keeping my foot on this plate just because of how much smaller it is than this bigger one over here. But glider disc or core disc, also a really great tool to utilize if you're going to be in your hotel room or an apartment or even an Airbnb. They both of these, this has a covering that come with it, can work on either carpet or hardwood. So another tool that I like for upper body, core, lower body, and once again, so easy to fit into your suitcase. So core discs, another tool that you could use. For stretching, if you need assistance with stretching, because I know that I also work with a lot of clients specifically just with Pilates, and they use the equipment to help them get into deeper stretches because maybe they can't get into it on their own. I always recommend for them a yoga strap because it makes something like a hamstring stretch or a quad stretch more accessible to them when you kind of get to add a little bit of extra length to your arms. So not something that's 100% necessary, but is something that is nicer, like I said, to help you get deeper into your stretches. Once again, I'll put this information down in the bio below. It does all of these except for the glider disc you can get off of Amazon, which I prefer. I know some people are trying to not use Amazon. I think that was like trending for a while. I use Amazon Prime because I'm not patient enough to wait for not Prime delivery. Just being honest with you. And then for our Joshua Tree trip, I will be taking a yoga mat with me, but a yoga mat, not necessary. When I was in Guatemala, we just used a towel. That was fine. You could use a towel. I know that some of my clients don't have an issue laying down on the floor of their Airbnb or their hotel room. Like I said, I would prefer to lay down on a towel rather than on the bare floor, but to each their own. This yoga mat is going to just come in the trunk with us and help us for Pilates day. So I know that I also mentioned that I had some nutrition tips as well to help you stay on track. I always like to follow an 80-20 rule because it's a vacation. Of course, we're going to indulge. And especially when we're traveling to exotic places like Guatemala or Thailand, we want to be able to experience the culture that we're visiting. So I like to, like I said, follow an 80-20 rule where 80% of the time I am being consistent with the way that I usually eat at home. And that mostly too is to make me feel good on the inside. Like no one wants to have a stomach ache while they're on vacation. And I don't really eat that much processed foods at home. So if I start going somewhere else and eating a lot of fried food, a lot of processed food, a lot of sugary foods, it's going to wreak havoc on your body. You might get headaches. You might get this kind of feeling like you're hungover, but really you have a sugar hungover. You have your sugar hangover. And, just for the sake of feeling good the day of, the day after, and throughout your trip, staying mostly consistent with how you eat at home is going to go a long way as well. So our breakfast is super easy to stay consistent with, pretty much worldwide. Is eggs, and sometimes we pair it with some sort of breakfast meat, or sometimes we pair it with potatoes or vegetables to make an egg scramble. Super easy. Colin and I like to use our eating out experiences either for lunch or for dinner. So keep in mind, where are you going to be eating while you're adventuring out? Where would you like to use your splurge or your 20% when you're eating out? Things to keep in mind. Drink lots of water while you're traveling, especially if you're going to be changing an elevation. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. The weather is going to be different. The environment's going to be different. The temperature, like I said, the altitude, these are all things that can play with having a headache, your blood pressure, and things like that. So trying to stay as hydrated as you can is going to go a long way. When you make a plan, you're going to be so much more successful. Plan to succeed and you will succeed. Bring your workout clothes. Know what workouts you're going to be doing ahead of time. Know what props you're going to be needing on your vacation. And like you just saw, they're super simple to take and don't really take that much space up in your carry-on or even in your packed away if you're going on a plane. I don't know how many people are riding in planes these days, but it can go in your luggage if you're going on a plane as well. And also with your nutrition, kind of like working out, make a plan, know where you're going to be splurging, but also know that the more consistent you can stay with how you eat at home will go a long way on helping you feel better as well. No one wants to have a headache. No one wants to feel like they're bloated and have a huge stomach ache. No one wants to have back pain, hip pain, or anything like that just because they, took a week off from working out. Stay consistent. It will go a long way to helping you feel better and enjoying the vacation and living happier. That's what I am all about, and that's why I created Atlas Health and Fitness. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, if I forgot to tag something that I showed in this video, go ahead and mention it in the comment section below. I'll answer any questions that you have. And if you would like to see more videos like this, lifestyle, or even if you want some fitness tips or other nutrition tips, subscribe to my page. I put up videos every single week to help people just like you. So thank you for stopping by, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good one.